Welcome back. Welcome back to the second part, folks. Now it's time for a new segment. And get in your Call of Duty finest, because here comes War Stories. Stories from the front. Recently, we had to take care of a person who had a busted laptop. She wanted to exchange it for another one, and she didn't have a receipt. We calmly informed her that she had to have a receipt for it, or we could not do anything for her. When she did produce a receipt, we found that it was dated for 3 weeks ago, so it was obviously past our policies. We explained that she would have to contact the manufacturer and have them repair her computer. She flipped out and said she'd be calling the cops on us for being crooks, selling her a computer that didn't work. She took a receipt, but not the computer, saying that she couldn't use it, therefore I don't want it. So I threw away $300. Not that important, huh? That's enough of the new. Now let's bring back an old segment. One of our returning segments.
And now another useless fact.
A jiffy is an actual unit of time for 1/100th of a second. But marketing their popcorn 1/100th of a second pop just didn't make any sense to the people behind Jiffy Pop.
This has been another useless fact.
This next segment has been inspired by Mr. Eric Jacobs, and it is sponsored by him specifically. This one's for you, Eric.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. T-shirt launcher inventor.
Mr. T-shirt launcher inventor.
Not satisfied with standard souvenir distribution, you created a device with enough kick to dislocate a mascot's shoulder.
Someone get a stretcher.
Courtside, luxury box, upper deck. Your high-powered cotton cannon makes every section the nosebleed section.
Hit the deck.
So simple, anyone can operate it. After a background check, a training course, and a 5-day waiting period.
It only shoots T-shirts.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, marksman of the mezzanine, because we know you'll give us the shirt off your back at 180 feet per second.
Mr. T-shirt launcher inventor.
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, now then, I would like to introduce a new segment that will point out the most idiotic, ignorant, mundungus, sorry Mrs. Rowling, person or thing in the world right now. This time, that honor belongs to Harold Camping, the man behind Family Radio and the message of the end of days on 523. Sir, you have been predicting the end of the world for years. You have been wrong for years, and you somehow were able to convince millions of people that you were right. And I could necessarily call those millions of people the dumbest people in the world right now. But you're doing it again. You're prophesizing the end of days in October. Sir, I hate to tell you this, I think we're still going to be around. Harold Camping, you are the most stupid person in the world right now. Now let's move on to a new segment we're going to call This Week or Recently in Media. If you own a PlayStation or a PSP, you likely know about the PSN outage and its imminent return. Honestly, I understand the reasoning behind the attacks on them. Thank you, Alan. But attacking the PSN wasn't as hurtful to Sony as it was to the network of players itself. We missed the interactivity of playing with some joker in NYC from your house in Brownsburg. Glad that it's nearly all the way back, though. I'm not sure if their incentives are going to be enough to keep the people, though. Moving in with Amanda, we now have possession of all 3 of the current generation of console systems, so I can officially make the claim that I am now a tri-gamer. And I admit that I'm learning the FPS trade via Halo 3, and I plan on getting Reach sooner or later. In terms of magic, New Phyrexia came out recently, and the war between the Mirrans and the Phyrexians finally came to a bittersweet end, with the Phyrexians conquering Mirrodin and turning it into New Phyrexia. So far, I'm kind of unimpressed with the set. Its balance of power swings towards the mythic rares as being the only ones valuable, and very little commons or uncommons really have any kind of power or influence. Story-wise, I'm actually kind of filled with hope, since the Mirrans are taking refuge in the Forge. I think that the story may be over for now, but the fight for Mirrodin is not over. If you haven't seen it here on YouTube or on the BBL for members, you gotta check out the trailer for Duels of the Planeswalkers 2012 that features Gideon Jura telling us that, "My name is Gideon Jura. I'm about to die." It's awesome. It looks like it's going to be an awesome game. And that pretty much wraps us up. So until the next time, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for catching the show. For hopefully you guys go out there and view the previous 14 episodes. Be looking for Dusty's show coming for his season 2 later on this summer. I'm thinking it's going to be good, and I look forward to speaking with all of you. If you have any comments, questions, anything like that, please message me here on Facebook. I welcome it. I'd be more than happy to talk to you. Alright, until the next time, I am Neresis. You guys are the best audience in the world, and until the next time, it has been your pleasure.